I get asked all the time, why did I get involved in heating and cooling? Well, the big thing is I've been in construction all of my life, and I've always been interested in construction and buildings and houses specifically. Big houses, small houses, single stories, 2 stories, just about everything. And a long time ago, I got involved in the mechanical side of it, the heating and cooling. And it started pretty much with a term I heard when I was a kid, and my dad was talking to one of the contractors, and they were doing what they call a heat loss calculation. And I never really thought about it, but it was always part of the electrical. I guess in this case, it was Ontario Hydro. They needed to have a heat loss calculation to figure out all of the whatever for new houses. So from that point on, I was always curious. So now I'm involved in the heating and the cooling of buildings all the time. And my job sometimes is to do load calculations, which is a heat loss calculation for the heating and a cooling calculation for removing the heat from a building. So I find that part very interesting. A load calculation is when you figure out how much heat does your property lose, your house, your home, and how much heat does it gain in the summertime through the sun. So a heat loss calculation is about figuring out exactly what size furnace you need or what size heat pump you might need in order to heat a place. And a solar gain calculation is a calculation that you need to know in order to figure out exactly what size of a heat pump to remove the heat to cool it, or an air conditioner, again, to remove the heat in order to cool the space. So load calculations are so important, and it's something that everyone should be looking at if they own a property. You want to make sure that whoever comes in to put in a new furnace or a heat pump or an air conditioner, they're actually sizing it properly for your property. So just another little tip. It's good to keep an eye on that. And if you can understand that, then you'll know if the people that you're talking to know what they're doing. And they should. I'm Doug. Stay tuned. Follow along with me. And I'll try and give you all the tips and the things I run across as I do. Stay warm.